introduce. Mr. Billones, manager. I was there only for a semester when they started the college, and the one who was director of the school was Pastor Villagones. Anyways, so ito na. Pastor Batabara is your CMC and ask Ruel to start on the other. Pastor Batabara.
I moved from PUC Academy 65, which was first year of high school in PUC. I moved there in Agaview second year high school, which would be 66, 1966. But you know, I didn't want to go to Agaview because it was boondocks, you know. There's no monkeys around. What were your friends? My friends were all in PUC, right?
And your girlfriend?
Huh? Girlfriend? Not yet. Not yet. Follow later. The girlfriend follow later. Anyway, the story is my father and Kuya Danny. Where's Kuya Danny?
Right behind you.
Danny, pizza ko. Danny, come here. Danny. We call him Uncle Siling. He was a mason, stone mason. So he and Daddy constructed the administration building from scratch. Like there was, I don't know, walang architect yata no, no? Walang architect, wala yata engineer. Basta tinayo na lang. At saka yung tatay ni Goso, kailan mo si Goso? Yung Goso, Goso?
I heard that name, yeah, Goso. He's the engineer.
Ha?
He's an engineer.
Tatay niya?
Engineer.
Yeah, the Goso is an engineer.
Engineer si...
Everyone, don't forget my dad.
O yan, anong panang
Lazaro Botabara was
Panday si Dad.
kasama din sa ano?
Si Kuya Dalo.
they were the ones who
Carpenter.
Carpenter. Who else that you remember? Na nag-erect, ha?
Alunay.
yung dad ni Sir Dan,
Oo nga, yun nga.
who passed away while they were working there, I think.
Yeah.
Sila lang. And
Sila lang.
some from Bicol, mga Belga, Banyas, mga young people.
So, we owe that to your father pala. Sa si Kuya, doon naman tayo si Uncle Siling, yung father ni Kuya Danny. He was, as the story was told, and as I recall, he was mixing some cement, right? And at the heat of the day, it was so hot. You know, he probably had a sunstroke or heat stroke, whatever it is. And he died suddenly. What else can I say?
I think Elpidio Burse, if you remember him too.
Yeah, I don't know.
He worked there.
So, Danny, how long do you think it took from the time it was, first groundbreaking to the building was finished? How long did it take?
I was still grade 3 when they started building.
Grade 3, okay.
Grade 3.
Grade 3.
When it was done.
When it was done, the very first students who were there were your group, I think, kayo na yun, your first year.
Come here.
First year high school.
Which is 66.
66, because I joined 68 and 69. No, 67, 68.
So which
For only 2 years.
So it makes how many years now? Na-erect?
Oh, from grade 3, how?
3,
Mga 10 years siguro. From the time they
from 10
started
years?
building.
I didn't think it was that long. I thought just in my recollection, siguro mga 3, maybe most, would be 5 years.
Because by then we only had one building.
You know who knows this? Cerdeño. Livni. When Nagavio began to build, because they were thinking of plan, they were thinking that they will be the students there.
The boys' dormitory were the classrooms on one side, girls dormitory with classrooms on the other side, cafeteria on this side, and chapel and library on this side. That was the time at that time. And the funny thing about that was, ang front noon, yung likod ngayon, yun ang front natin noon. Remember? Yung likod ngayon was our front at that time.
Yeah.
Because the front right now faces Naga. But the front before was, Naga was behind. And the interesting thing was, there were two toilets. One side and each side. Girls and boys.
Yung
And
front,
they were
excuse
not-
me, yung front ng, yung facing Naga, is that east or west?
West.
I think
That's where the sun
that's
sets?
where the sun
Ganda kami yung west side.
Yeah.
Kasi I was asked that question by Dr. Com. I said, oh, is that east or west?
That's west
So
side.
I remember saying, well, yes,
Basically,
used to sit there and watch the sunset. So I figured that's west.
Yeah. And while we had latrines, no water sealed toilet bowls. Remember? And so in the morning you will see girls going that and boys going this way. And we knew where we were going. Very interesting. Kung minsan, well, it was really hot during the day and so sumisingaw yung one from the sorry, Mayor Steve. Sumisingaw yung
Sewer.
on the ground because it's just latrine, it's just a hole. And you cannot sit down, you have to squat. Squat a bit. And when you come out, you feel like fresh. Oh,
Refresh.
that was very interesting at that time. That's what I remember. I felt for the first time in love there. I thought I was, it did not work. And that person is here.
You call that crush.
And that is where I also became a real man. Ito na ako na circumstance. Because all of us, you know, in those days, they said, kung duwag ka, magpatuloy ka sa doktor. Pero kung matapang ka, doon sa yabo.
Sa yabo.
Sa iyo.
Sa Yabo? Yabo ba?
May ginagawa na ba?
Sino nag-offer?
Levi Aspra was the one who...
Professor John. Wala namang na-infection, ano?
Wala naman.
May dahon ng bayabas eh.
Our water supply was rainwater. And we had two water tanks on opposite sides.
Totoo yun.
And we drank from there, we bathed from there, we washed our clothes from there. But there were times when we found out maraming mga patay na rats. And yet we were drinking the water and nobody got sick. That was very good.
That way it was so fresh. Best smelly, best tasting water.
Yeah. And our instead of rice we had bulgur at that time. Mais and then corn. See, those are. I only spent 2 years there because after my second year high school, ang laki ng utang namin sa Naga View. So hindi na ako tinanggap. So I moved to Legazpi and took my last 2 years.
Hindi ka tinanggap? Naku, sama.
No. Kasi hindi pa nabayad ang utang. Alam mo. So I finished in a secular, non-Adventist secular high school in Legazpi.
UI?
Yeah. No, Manuel Quezon Academy. In Legazpi. And by the way, when we moved there, I was together with the loud and rowdy boys from Legazpi SD Elementary School, the Napods and the Friases. And I think the Lubridas too. We were were loud and rowdy. So the guys from Fort Johnson and from other places, yabang niya mga tagaligas. Yeah, but it was really enjoyable. I would remember it. When Pastor Villagomez was the principal, because the first principal was Pastor Poblete. Okay? Pastor Villagomez was principal. We were doing our practicums, horticulture with Josing Rivera, Sir Rivera, and Ray Bariso and I, because we were teasing him whenever he sings, he lets his voice, so we tease him kubog-kubog. And he got so angry, we had a fist fight. Ray Bariso and I. And Pastor Villagomez punished us by gathering palapa for 3 days instead of attending class. So, Ray and I thought, nag-iaway kami, nung pinalis kami magkasama rin kami. Okay, turn over to you, sir.
I was telling them that it's like a Wikipedia. Somebody ought to write about Naga View and the pioneers. In particular, Pastor Poblete. He pioneered the extension school PUC in Mantika. That eventually became Mountain View College. That was the plan. That wasn't supposed to be a separate school. And supposedly, actually, Dr. Nelson wanted to transfer the school from Paesa to Bukidnon to the new school. Of course, there was opposition from the Luzon people. But eventually, anyways. So Pastor Poblete pioneered the school in Mantikau and then Naga View. And that is hard. But anyways, out of there were also other pioneers who went on became missionaries, cross-cultural missionaries and administrators. And one of them is Mr. Briones. You're going to tell your and of course, Pastor and Mrs. Villagomez, who went on to administer schools in Africa. One from Ireland. And of course, Danny. Danny was in Africa in academic administration. Anyways.
When Evelyn told us that there will be a gathering of Naga View students, previous students,
Pioneers.
and teachers,
Yeah, teachers.
I said to my wife, we should not miss this. As we grow older, I don't drive very much now. I drove.
You missed the cruise.
I still drive, but this time nobody drives, so I drove from our place to Okay, now I would not exchange for $1 million when I was working in the publishing house after graduation, and he said, Pastor Murray came to my office and said, "Hey, we want you to go to Naga." I said, "Where is Naga?" I said, "At the foot of Mount Israel." And I said, "Where is Mount Israel?" But anyway, I thought this is pioneering, and I love pioneering. Mountain View College, and it was pioneering. Our dormitory was in the ceiling of the engineering department. There was, it was hard, but we had light and we had water. And so I went to Naga, and first of all, I want to give credit to Pastor and Mrs. Poblete. Those godly people, guided the affairs of the school. And if there's any credit, humanly speaking, what Naga now is, it should be given to the Poblatis. Okay, but anyway, I went to Naga, and I remember I packed my belongings in one box, carton box. And I saw a boot in the train. I remember my sweetheart sent me to the train station. And I stood on that train for, I don't know, 20 hours. There was no seat. So I sat on 35 pesos, a 1 month tuition. I remember when Mr. Locrida comes in and the wife of Ebner Flor visited, we know that they will pay their tuition. I'm so happy. But out of the 31 students, 15 were working students. So I only expect tuition from 15 students. How do we feed you during that time? Asked Mrs. Billy Gomez. She planned the meal. We went to Naga to buy things. I remember that sauce would ship oil and flour. And I told Mrs. Billy Gomez, do your best, invent some recipe to feed the students. And she did. And so,
the USA
give credit to this,
we got some
this woman.
articles of food
To
from
this
the
woman.
USA. There were
Then
flour.
I have to pay the teachers. I have to pay the teachers at the end of the month. Where shall I get the money? Out of 15 students that would pay 15 pesos
35.
a month, 35 pesos a month, there was about 200 pesos coming into the treasury. And I have to pay 5-6 people every month. The Lord took care of us. I could see the hand of the Lord, how He took care of us financially. You know, and today we see you students. It warmed my heart to see you successful. The Lord has planned for you. The Lord has planned for Naga View. You know, from Naga, the church broke to Thailand, and the Lord prospered us there. And when we were in Bangkok, we were invited. I was invited to the meetings of all expats in Bangkok, mostly embassy staffs. The purpose of the meeting is to acquaint these expats how they could live in Thailand. And their motto is, grow where you are planted.
We would go there and satisfy our hunger. There's so many guava.
Mrs.
Yes, we have a
So
guava
the Lord was
tree.
our partner there. It was a wide, remember
Wife
that?
of
Wide,
Henry.
I didn't know. They would go there.
President of the
They didn't have
director
enough
of
food at the
Naga View.
cafeteria.
It was-
Don't worry, go to them. Kaya nga po, bumili ka maraming buti ng balayos.
It was also
I remember.
wait.
Daddy was
Oh,
our
finish.
teacher.
Finish.
We were roommates. How we feed ourselves also. Every day we would go to the citrus plant.
Mushroom.
Yes.
how we survive. Remember, Danny? You eat mushrooms in order to cook for lunch. And then yeah. When the Lord calls us, we don't ask, Lord, is there light? Is there water? Is there a place to sleep? No. When the Lord calls, we go. We go. And the Lord will provide. And so, thank you. Thank you for inviting us to this gathering. It has been an inspiration. Thank you, everyone. I know that we are all product of Christian education. So, praise the Lord. Thank you.
The food, it's not the majority, but maybe half of the food supply came from USA, right? Giving the flour, the oil, I think the neighbor cheese also.
Cottonseed oil.
Oh, cottonseed oil. So that's why the favorite recipe there is the eggplant with lots of oil, like a soup.
Yung flour ginagano namin kasi may konting mukbok.
Because in the kitchen, yeah, kitchen.
Yes, Mr. Sang.
Okay, I claim my time.
Sir, excuse me. Can you please introduce, because I'm recording it, I'm gonna send it to them. Please, state your name, please. Yeah. All right, introduce yourself, please.
I've been wanting to say this piece.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mike Zenith. You see that? Yeah, that's my son. I came from Partido District, and there were about 5 families from there, Panticaon and Lagunoy, Magtocon. The Religiosos, the Valencianos, the Buenas, the Agayos, and the Zenith. From amongst families, I came from the most financially marginalized family in Tingao. My mother just decided to send me to Naval to taste the Christian education without anything. Not thinking of, ano kaya ang baon ko? Wala. Basta you go there. So, I already talked to Mr. Cibrian. My mother said that you can work. You can start working. So I went there, and when we arrived in Carolina, the rain struck, heavy rain dropped, and we have the piece of banana leaves there covering our box. When we get to Navaview, the boxes is dripping with water with our clothes already. And I said, wow, dito ba ako pupunta? Galing lang ako dun sa Tico, nag-aararo ako. Pagdating dito, ganun pa rin.
Maararo pa din.
It's a different story because you have to work so that you can go to study. You're on purpose. So, Navaview is the first place where I learned how to survive. Every weekend, I would think of going back to Tigao to just get some food with me. So, I have something. Wala akong maluto. So, nanalangin ako sa Panginoon. Sabi ko, okay, gagawin ko. And then, came the answer. Work at the cafeteria. So, now I can say it now. I approached Minister Villa Gomez. I said, pwede ba akong magtrabaho dito sa cafeteria? And I find a spot. Tinangat niya ako, no problem with food. And honestly, during those first 1 or 2 months in Navaview without anything, I learned how to, well, sabihin ko na, kumuha ng hindi ko sariling tanim. Kamuting kahoy, sama kami ni Badong, Aiki. Kuha kami na bumunot kami ng kamuting kahoy na hindi namin alam kung sino may tanim. Lulutuin namin doon sa creek, sa may baba ng para makakain kami. But then, when I started working at the cafeteria, Mrs. Villanueva said, oh, you became happier here. Because he said, you always smile. Well, of course. That's the longest word that I ever know. Smile. 1 mile. Okay, and then, but the thing is that, including Pastor Botobara, Gerson Nabod, and Gideon, and El Rey, Lucido, they started complaining. Bakit? Sabi nila, ay bakit yung mga girls, ang laki ng serving mo? Kami, maliit lang kasi nagsiserve na ako pag breakfast and lunch. But I was glad. I learned how to cook pulburon, I learned how to cook gluten in pandesal, ugayon, and Eddie Buena, all the things that you need to learn sa cafeteria. And thank you very much, Ms. Villagores, for that. And yeah, thank you very much. Kaya,
Sample ng ano, ang sample mo ng breakfast, lunch at saka dinner sa Nagabi. Sample, yung anong menu.
Pare-pare lang.
yung tortadong talong.
Ah,
Sa hapunan, gluten.
Gluten.
Tawag sila ni Panyas. Andun pa si yung taga kamag-anak ni Pastor Riburo yan eh. But then, after 1 year, my brother said, let's go to Northern Luzon Academy. So I left Northern Luzon Academy. One of the reasons why we left Ticao during the time because of the peace and order in our district, Partido district. Masyadong malakas doon ang NPA. I'm not talking about not pure Adventist. I'm talking
I didn't know
about
that.
people army. Okay? NPA. Marami din doon na NPA, not pure Adventist, to tell you. So, I went to Nagaview. To Northern Luzon Academy. I left Nagaview with a heavy heart. Yeah. Kasi nandun yung aking ano eh. Kaya lang marami akong karibal. Sabi ko, ako, nanggaling sa mahirap na pamilya, hindi ko nila papansinin. I admit. So I have to leave. And then I found a person in Northern Luzon Academy. And then, sabi niya sa akin nung nandun na kami, we were second year, third year, fourth year. Sabi niya raw sa amin, sino ba yan? Papalitan ko ang, nakita ko siya, sino ba yun? Sabi ko, papalitan ko ang apelido niya. Ganun na nangyari. From Northern Luzon Academy to Philippine College, ano kami. Alam ni Pastor. And then I was very, very happy and thankful for these wonderful memories that we have shared together during those pioneering days of Nagaview. Talagang yun ay nakita ko doon ang value ng Christian education at saka ang value of hard work. Naalala ko, vacation. Mr. Billones and Mr. Rivera, they drove that small jeepney to Tigao. And they were looking for somebody to take them to Himagtugon. So nag-volunteer ako. Nag-drive kami puntang Himagtugon. Pagdating doon sa ilog, namatay yung makina kasi ang tubig. Pinahila namin doon sa Kalabaw. That was a full jeep. Wow! But it was an experience. Memories. We only built those memories so that today we can remember them. Share. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Students met their better halves in Nagabi. Do you know?
Si
I don't know.
Ruel is
So far,
Deborah.
Deborah.
Buena.
Jerry.
Eddie Buena.
Yeah.
Eddie Buena.
And Cordova, that's it.
Apa?
Remember Cordova?
Yes.
Venezuela. Oh, Venezuela.
Valenzuela, si Valenzuela.
Adolfo. Yeah. Adolfo.
The one who became president.
Yeah.
Pastor B has he was not Adventist when he came to Nagabi.
Sino?
Valenzuela.
Adolfo?
He was not.
He would give Bible studies to some boys. That was also pioneering. And then Adolfo said, later on he confessed here in one of the churches in the States. He spoke and he confessed that when Pastor Emilio Gomez would, they have the schedule of Bible study, he would pretend that he was asleep. But my husband would say, no, very stubborn. So, sabi niya, bako na rin ako, pero nagtutulog-tulugan lang ako. So, he became president of the, Nagang Academy produced so many good workers.
I was there during his time with Pastor Valenzuela.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, Pastor Valenzuela, the reason why he went back to Nagaview, kasi nagkaroon siya ng problema sa Northern Luzon Academy. Kasama si Dading, Lanet, and my older brother.
Ikaw ka, ha?
Yeah.
Ikaw ka.
My father told me, go to PUC, and after that, I'll send you to Mapua Institute of Technology. So I accepted that. But 1963, when he died, then I became a real working student. So my PUC experience is basically like this. I will sleep. I don't even know if I open my book to study. And then 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock to about 7, I will clean the music building, and then 3 rooms in the art building, so I can accumulate by contract 5 to 7 hours a day. And that's basically sleep, go to class, sleepy, work, so I can go through. So all my training in Nagaview came from him.
Sabi lang eh. Bakit kasalanan niya pala sa'yo, no?
We were roommate. I don't know, he was down because he was big.
So we explored.
Double deck.
In the principal's office.
Bunk bed.
So early morning, we wake up. Now look at his beard. So I said, he has this. You remember that thick glass? You put water there, and then he will do like this. He said, what is this man doing? You know, it's the old blade. And then that's a blade. Remember? And then you put it in a
The rectangular one.
Yeah, okay, then after that, it won't finish, then he will do like that again. I tell you, there are 2 things I told during the cruise, 2 things. Resourcefulness and innovativeness. So those are the first 2 lessons I learned from him. I have never trained how to manage the boys' dorm, but he was the first day, and we were roommates, so I was just observing, not knowing that they will make me the dean of boys. I think Jerry was working with him, he was with me, he was very helpful, and without him, I don't know what I will do at that time. And then, of course, the challenge, the biggest challenge for me is preaching, and he's a good preacher. So I really listened. I said, this is one of those things I must do, preach.
Promote the school.
Well,
Yeah,
in
you have to
Naik,
preach.
in high school, they would say, you have to speak English. But if you speak English in this school, everybody will laugh at you. So no one speaks English. So I came to PUC, Dr. Edwards was my first teacher in English. It's like a bird. Yes, that must be a C minus grade. C minus. I remember C minus, 2 C minus. 2 C minuses. That's English and biology from Dr. Cabana. Anyway, so everything I learned from PUC or on what I will do in the future was from Mr. Bellones. And the challenges were there also in missions. Because in mission service, you have to be innovative and resourceful. You come to a mission place, there's nothing there. Nothing, practically nothing. But then you will take pieces. There was a time in Liberia when I have to dig pipes, old metal pipes, to make it a post. So we can pump water from a certain distance. So you use whatever you have, and it's also true in the challenges that we have at AUP. It was PUC. Then, what's that? We applied for a university status. Then the first question is what? Research output. Practically zero. At that time, but what God has planned is much better than what I wanted to do to start with.
Amen.
Amen.
Well, anyway, may God bless each one, and I'm happy to see the pioneers and co-workers in Agaview. My older brother and my older sister is here, and of course PB is responsible for something. Anyway, God bless you. Let's keep it.
Pastor Mari and Pastor Poblete, our senior, graduated the same year from Philippine Union College. They have a picture together with actually Cora's uncle, Eduardo Roda, the eldest of the Roda siblings. And there's another one, Honesto Pascual, senior. I've seen their pictures together. They're together. They were contemporaries, same class. But the two of them, Eduardo Roda and Honesto Pascual, died during the war. So the ones who went on were Pastor Mari and Pastor Poblete. Both of them were involved with the beginning of what eventually became Mountain View College. But anyways, Beth, because you go wrong.
So, yeah, so he's the
After me. I was there for a brief period. So anyone else that we missed? What's the story?
Agaview was already established. When we went there, the dorms were nice. We have water from the
When
tap.
I went there, that's the time they installed the water system,
Yeah, so
and
we
they
were
built
okay.
the dormitory.
Yeah. So I think it was newly built when I went there.
If I remember correctly from Outlook, the North Philippine Union Mission president was Murdoch, Elder Murdoch, right? No? Elder Murdoch when they started it, and so they called Pastor Poblete to pioneer it. And then later on, I met them when they
Murdoch?
returned to
Fox News. Robert Murdoch.
Yeah, since nobody's speaking,
Yes,
I have never had,
Danny.
I don't have any.
Your story is very good, you know, because there are people who were part of the building of the college, of the school, it became a college, that are never mentioned. Of course, they focus on the administrator. That's what you find in the and faculty. But anyways, go ahead.
I don't have a diploma in Agaview. I did not graduate in high school in Agaview, and after I studied in a secular private school in Legazpi, I became worldly, learned to smoke, learned to drink, dance. Never enjoyed drinking, never enjoyed smoking, but I enjoyed dancing. Went to Mountain View College. There I met Jesus when for the first time, I heard my professor, Remilito Tabimlo. Some of you remember him, who taught in Christian beliefs. For the first time I heard righteousness by faith. Because I grew up, pastors and elders telling us that we will not be saved unless we obey the Ten Commandments perfectly. That was the teaching while I was growing up in Bicol. So I was scared, I was not going to be saved, I knew, but in MVC I met Jesus. I was baptized at 12 years old with Pastor Abawag in Legazpi, but when I took that Christian belief from the bingo, then later on, Lives and Teachings, Sir Matideo, I met Jesus. Went back to Nagaview when it was PUC Nagaview campus. And I met somebody there who actually molded me into what I became. Ernesto Gutierrez.
Yeah.
Because he was the only Bible teacher.
Yeah.
And therefore all my Bible subjects I took under him. And so when we came to Mesa, a lot of students, even Dr. Ko said, mga
Disipulo
disciple
yan.
yan ni Gutierrez.
Disipulo ni
But then later on became your disciple also, sir. I copied your mannerisms later on. So I don't have a diploma of Nagaview. But what I always say was this: my life was a mess in Nagaview Academy because I wasn't serious. But God gave me another chance in Nagaview, in PUC Nagaview campus.
We have the same experience, Pastor. I don't have a diploma in Nagaview, but I think diploma is not that so much important. The qualification and know-how is better.
Someone was taking some pictures. We want to fast forward. Go ahead, huh? Because we want an update. Because we're talking about the past. That's how it's. Go ahead.
I'm one of the pioneers of Nagaview.
Introduce
My name is
yourself.
Alex
Please state your name.
Santos
Please state your name.
Ah, yeah, go.
I'm originally from Tabaco, but we moved to Diet. I remember these pastors going from church to church recruiting students. Ruel was my classmate in Nagaview. We graduated together. We were the second graduate. My experience in Nagaview is very interesting. Most of us come from a family, and we gather together in that school. So we have that mentality of tribalism. I don't like you. We are from Camarines Norte, so we group together. We have cliche, and sometimes you quarrel. But I would like to give honor to those parents who surrender their children to be sent to Nagaview to get a Christian education. That word Christian education was kind of not known to most of the Adventist families. But thanks for the parents who exercise their faith. When it comes to income, most of our parents, they're not professional. What are their works? Either farming or fishing. When the storm comes, there is no money to pay for the tuition. I was wondering, how did our parents were able to send them to this school? I know I could relate to Pastor Billones, how he managed those finances. And because our parents, it comes from the students. How?
Utang.
And I remember you could take a semester midterm if you don't have a promissory note or you don't pay your tuition. We were hard up. That hardship is not something that we learn to trust.
Yeah.
Even students, where do I get I even look at my friends. Their parents are visiting them regularly and bringing food. I feel hungry, so I called my mom. Can you bring something even like just bread that I could eat? We were growing kids. We were always hungry. That's why Mrs. Bella Gomez, the guava is a surprise supplement for our energy. Amen. Amen. Wow. So, coming to this school, we were not trained to manage our time. It's called time management. Who taught us time management? I learned this when I went there, but I don't know how to manage totally, masterfully this kind of time management. I observed some students, they could finish their job in a short time, others could finish it in a longer time. That was one thing that I learned in that school. Most of us are not most of us don't have parents who have money. Even those who are children of ministers, they can afford to send them to that school because they have what we call the
Subsidy.
benefits or subsidies.
Subsidy.
Subsidies. Another and so I understood that your teachers are your second parents, so you have to respect them. So of course, when we did something wrong, you know what to expect. One of the best memories that I could remember is during in gathering. We did in gathering, that was a day off for one day doing in gathering. I remember Ruel and me. I don't know what we did, Ruel, but we went to the movie. We thought we would be caught. When we get back, Ruel was clean. We were punished.
Clean the toilet.
He was cleaning the ground. You know, the sickle. No more.
Talahiban.
Yeah, it is talahib, you know. So, looking at Ruel, is the son of the principal. Nobody was talking. It was a spectacle. We were in class and Ruel was cleaning. Another experience that I have is, like, because your supplies is limited, like soap, and some student would steal your soap to wash your clothes. One of my townmates stole my soap. I got mad, so we fought. So the next day, it will always come to the knowledge of the principal. So we're punished again. We were digging the next whole pit for the toilet next to the old one. We have to dig it 6 feet below. So we were digging together. We finished it. We learn discipline. You see, you never encounter that kind of discipline in your home, but the school has a strict rules to follow. You do this, you get this, and that's safe in your mind. You better do better next time. There's a better way of problem solving instead of fighting. We were growing up. We came from families. Some are single families. Some have both families together. So these are behaviors that are collected in Nagavio that the teachers have to deal with, and even students. So, we have a happy experience there. Although we quarrel, we attend chapel period, we attend Sabbath school, and when
Marching.
we party, yes, that's right.
Hold hands with the girls.
And we have the marching in games. Oh, we love that because that's the only time we could hold hands. Marching, we call it
Vegetarian dance.
vegetarian dance.
All right.
The vegetarian.
Then one short anecdote.
Sige.
You know that the Guava group, that's been memorable to the guys as well as to girls, I think. Because it was not only a food supplement, for our nourishment, but it was a source for gifts to the girls. So Evelyn got several of the guavas there.
By the way, your classmates in PUC Baesa have a high regard for you. Because when they tell stories, you couldn't join them in their escapades. So that was their story. So it's news to me that you went to movies, Anyways,
It was Django.
The title was Django.
okay. Because your friends or classmates in PUC thought that you never do this. Anyways, Abdiel Tumoso is a representative of our school. So So he'll update us about some events that's coming.
Future.
Next year, I think, celebrations, I think.
Where's the stage? My name is Abdel Somoso. I'm an avid viewer. A lot of you here from AUP2. I met you guys for 5 years. And by the way, academic people, I have the second highest award in AUP, in PUC. Magna cum laude. Magna 9 years. I'm a son of Summa or Summa. The highest is Summa. I can't reach that. I want to grasp this opportunity of supposedly just listening, be inspired by the legacy of your faces, your statement. And I know a lot of people here who really inspired me, the leadership, pastoral. But if you go to college, so by the way, my name is Abdel Somoso. I'm the son of, Pastor Felipe Somoso. I don't have any choice. So they sent me to Nagaview, fortunately. So I stayed there for it's not about me, my speech. When you go to Nagaview, until now, the left side, you'll see philosophy and objective. To restore the lost image of his maker, bring back the perfection of God's creator. You will only pass this way but once. Those who come back, you have a special mission. So I went back there from the AUP 5 years. After 5 years, I went back there. And I did not focus on academic again. I focused on activity of Nagaview. Because after you are gone from Nagaview, after you study in Nagaview, all you remember is guava activities, not the buildings. So I'm not here to solicit. I'm here to acknowledge you. Thank you so much for this memorable grand reunion. I hope you can speak more, talk more, because this will echo for eternity. There are 9,756 so far recorded Naga viewers all over the world, plus those who did not graduate there. So one of my responsibilities is to inform everybody that next year we'll have a grand alumni homecoming. Those who can go there, that'll be nice. They have a good program. February 9 to 16.
2025.
Next year to 2025. And that is also the alumni grand homecoming and the foundation day. But the foundation days, there's a School of Thought of Foundation Day. They said they started somewhere, but they will reconcile that by opening a foundation day last month. So please come. I don't know the detail of the ticket, but we can help you with that. Even you cannot come, cannot go. We want you to feel that you're still part of Nagaview. We're celebrating that event. My name is Abdel Somoso. I'm entrusted by Nevin to coordinate North America. So please go there. Again, most
Who is Nevin?
my professor.
Say who Nevin is.
What's that?
Say who Nevin is.
Nevin.
Nevin.
Yes.
Alumni president.
Yes.
He's still the president.
Yeah, he's still.
Mhm.
Right now, there are a lot of groups, alumni groups, by batch are planning activities to go, but my part also is to coordinate with you. So after this, please write your names so I can give you names and information. I can send you some information. Remember in the Bible, those are pastors, remember the Bible, a lot of examples and leaders mentioned in the Bible, they are not young people like this. They are older people, some like you, to tell the story with wisdom, with truth, and God uses them time until they die, they pass away. So please keep punching. You will pass this way but once, yes, you experience that, but come back again. Keep going back to Nagaview by sharing your sentiments, and this will echo for eternity. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm so inspired. I will tell them that we are still strong. Akala ko ito'y katipunan o mayroong special meeting. Ano to, Duterte or... I'm so proud of myself that I'm with this group. The professors, my teacher, my mentors, my classmates are here. Keep punching. Please permit us to appreciate you and to listen to your statement, not only your experience in Bayabas,
That's why when we go there, there will be a statement, and before that, we will be posting in Facebook. Those who are, younger in a younger age, they have Facebook. And if you don't have Facebook, feel free to approach us on Melvin to share your sentiment. It will inspire. I did not graduate with high honors, Pastor, but when I went back there, I point them to Christ. I point them to the real target of our education department. Bring back the perfection in which He was created, to promote development of body, mind, and purpose, that the divine purpose might be realized. The divine purpose of God is to use you again and again. Please don't fail. Thank you so much. And,
Salamat, Tugang!
I'm just curious, is the guava tree still there? And then Polara?
Are you going to talk? Speak. Okay, the last word, the final message from our videographer. Somebody is going to write the history of this. I hope they remember the pioneers.
Yeah.
Because the histories I have read is about us. Those who are there now. They forget about the history, the founders.
How come you didn't talk about the Yabu? Your memories of Yabu.
Source of water. Oh, wow.
That's